Right, so I'm going to talk to you guys today about my journey through the online MSW program, some challenges that it presented, some lessons that I can take forward with me into my future career, and maybe at the end I'll give a little advice to some new students on something that you can take with you. Right, so I have been working on my MSW since about the end of 2015. I started at Simmons College. I'm also active duty military. So being in a remote location where I was for my base where I was stationed while I was at Simmons presented its own set of challenges. I had a PCS, so a move, and then a deployment. So kind of didn't really leave room for me to do a placement and different things like that. So due to those challenges, I did end up taking about a year and a half, 2 years off before I decided to go back. I came back to ASU, and I can honestly say it's been an amazing experience from the professors, the different liaisons I've had, my academic advisor. It's honestly been a great experience. Some things that I would say that I really learned from this program and just the online program, even at Simmons, is time management and making sure I make time for myself, not only myself, but also my family. There were a lot of late nights, a lot of times where I wanted to be doing things with my son or with my wife, and just due to schoolwork and working late days and stuff like that, it really didn't give me the opportunity. So I think one of the classes I took was a mindfulness class, and a big thing from that was self-care and taking care of yourself and taking care of your family because the work is going to be there, the schoolwork is going to be there. So I think that was one of the biggest eye openers, I would say, at least from the professional and self care standpoint. Something professionally that I think I can take forward as far as the program, or some things I think I could take forward, are the DSM. Working with the DSM, I think, was huge. In my current job, I work with the DSM, but not in the capacity that we had to use it for one of the classes I just recently took. And I think that knowing criteria and knowing cultural things and different things like that is really important. And I think it was nice to have that put into a class in the format that it was given. Some things that I took from my placement, both of my placements were awesome. The people and the social workers I was able to work with were amazing. And I hope that they get the experience to get some more students because it was absolutely amazing. So with my most recent placement, I worked with abuse victims and those seeking maltreatment preventative services, and I got to do so many awesome things in that. I would say the social workers that I worked with in the program, I mean, within my internship, gave me such great advice, and they were always so open and willing to answer any questions I had. And I felt like a lot of time I was taking stupid questions to them, but like they made me feel like there was no stupid question, and they took the time to explain things to me. And they would answer texts and calls at 7, 8 o'clock at night, like anytime I had a question. And I just think that's something that people kind of take for granted, is that willingness for people to be there for you. And especially with my internship, because they knew, again, I'm a full-time parent. I'm also full-time active duty, and I was in this full-time MSW program. And so, again, those late nights, they were willing to, like I said, answer any question that I had for me. So I think that moving forward, that's something I want to take with me, is just making sure I'm there for my people. If I have the opportunity to be someone's supervisor in the future, I think that, again, like I said, it's invaluable for you to be there for them and to make sure they're getting everything they need. Something else I think I learned from that is because like I said, I worked with abuse victims, and a lot of the times I felt like we thought we were doing good and we thought we were doing what was right for people. And sometimes those victims went back to to the people, the alleged offenders, and that could kind of be defeating at times, thinking that we've worked so hard to get people where we thought they needed to be or where we thought they should be. But people have their own plans and their minds to be made up. And when people really get to that point where they need help, that's when they'll seek it. But that was a little hard and challenging at times. But like I said, the people within my field placement really helped me see, like, not to take things personally, because people are going to do what they're going to do, and we're here to help them in any way that we can. And then whatever they decide from there, it's their decision. So that was something that was, I guess, really, at first, really hard to take in. But I guess the more experience I got, the easier it was. Also, I have kind of been struggling with picking where I want to go with my career. And because I'm active duty and I still have a little time on my contract, my current contract, I have some time to decide. But again, this last placement and being able to do a lot of advocacy work really kind of put me in that mindset of maybe advocacy is where I want to go. Clinical care is awesome, but I think there's a lot to be said for advocating for our clients on that meso and macro level that I think a lot of us forget. And kind of getting that experience and doing a little research, I think that might be where I want to see myself in the future. With, like I said, that whole advocacy avenue was really good to see. And then the networking for my clients and bringing those resources back to them and being able to say, I know someone from a particular place that can help you with your situations, I think was, again, like I said, invaluable, and something I think as clinical social workers we sometimes forget about. So something that I would tell new students is hang in there. It gets hard, it's busy, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of reading, but I can honestly say that this experience has been one I won't forget. And at the end of the day, it's all going to be worth it because you're going to be an MSW and you're going to get to do the things that you want to do. So again, if I could tell the new students something, it's keep going. It's hard, but once you get to the end, it's all worth it. Thanks for listening to my video.